Hi, my name is Dearne Hodgetts and I am a learning co-teacher at Narangba Valley State School. I am studying my Masters in STEM and Leadership to build my capacity for future leadership roles. This year, I am working with the Year 4 and 5 cohorts at my school to support students who are just below and above benchmark. Academically, I'm interested in STEM, curriculum and digital technologies, and I'd like my career to move towards these subjects. STEM is in a development phase at my current school, with a push to have a STEM leader in each year level who will disseminate STEM knowledge, understanding and practices to all teachers on their year level. I have written 2 STEM units that will be implemented as a trial run with the Year 4 and Year 5 cohorts in Term 4 this year. I have contributed to the whole school STEM plan and have formed a local technology cluster with other schools. With this degree, my plan is to start a trend that will spread throughout NVSS. It's ambitious, but not impossible. I think too often teachers, students are written off, so this is a good opportunity for us to show that we are perfectly capable of taking our studies and experiences at university and applying them to real life. My first artefact is the STEM unit that I was instrumental in writing for the Year 4 cohort. Careful attention was paid to aligning the unit. I collated all the Australian curriculum content descriptors being taught and assessed across all the year levels. From there, I looked at how we could combine related content descriptors and current units, then looked at our current resources and how they could contribute to the design technology, engineering, and digital technology elements. Once the unit was completed, it was presented to upper management of my school and a plan drawn up from a trial implementation. This links to my current context as my school does not currently have a STEM curriculum. The second area for action, according to the National STEM Education Strategy, is increasing teacher capacity and STEM teaching quality. A focus of delivery, project-based learning for STEM, and the implementation of agreed national program standards, including mandatory content, requirements in maths and science, are directly addressed in the STEM unit I designed for implementation. Through the process of designing the STEM unit, areas of best practice have been identified and allowances made within the plan to boost pedagogical practices. My second artefact is a short activity I have used within my classroom. These are sentence stems, which are a simple way to teach important information to students so that they can use it again in the future. It's a simple sentence structure where they can plug in important information and use it independently. Sentence stems are a really simple structure for organising your knowledge. It's a way for students to understand concepts really simply in vocabulary that they understand. They have blank spots so they can plug in the information that they know, and that way they can use what they know as a framework to use in the future on their own. Sentence stems help writing because it's repetition, and it helps reinforce a lot of just the mechanics of writing, punctuation, capitalization. In addition, it's another way for students to organize their thinking. Reading and writing go hand in hand, and it just reinforces everything that we need to teach the students. This activity supports the practice of computational thinking, which underpins learning in digital technologies. Because it utilizes unplugged resources, it allows for a completion of the activity, supports the development of problem solving, and creative and critical thinking skills. The hands-on, non-threatening approach to this activity allows students to be engaging in inquiry-style thinking, inspiring them to find solutions. My third artefact is a code club I am jointly running. A year ago, myself and another teacher on a PD when our journey started into the world of coding and digital technologies. Wow, what a revelation that was. From this PD, we saw a discrepancy of what was being offered within our school. Within weeks of going to this PD, we had established a lunchtime code club, which runs twice a week for years 3 to 6 students. We run an in-depth Scratch program with the students where they have been designing different types of games and presentations. We have also had 6 students enter an ACER video game design competition using Scratch. We have really highlighted with students the need to debug their algorithms rather than get frustrated and give up, and the need to work collaboratively. We have also advanced the students with the use of Makey Makeys and Sphero robots. The younger students have also been using Code and Go Mice. The impact of Code Club reaches far beyond a chance to play on Scratch. The sessions are fun yet purposeful, and the students always leave the sessions knowing a little bit more than they did before. For myself, the benefits of running a Code Club are enormous. It has built my prior knowledge and has given me opportunities to enhance my professional practices. Learning to code is an imperative skill for 21st century thinkers. Coding is a new literacy which allows students to be critical thinkers, able to solve problems, team players, designers of creative answers, and innovators and entrepreneurs. As a teacher, I have a responsibility to prepare students for the future. Coding Club is one way that I can provide a high quality education and opportunities. My fourth artefact is a short activity I have used in my Year 5 class where students complete a part of maths lesson covering the Australian curriculum content, measurement, geometry and data. The relevant part of the lesson is investigating which shapes are the strongest. The process of the activity is to give each student an A4 sheet of paper and 10 centimetres of sticky tape. Students are given 5 to 10 minutes to construct a paper holder that can hold the most weight. Once the students have constructed their book holder, we take them and start placing books on top of the holder. The students then measure the height of the books and then compare results. This activity incorporates design, measurement and scientific elements. My students did guess that the tightly wrapped ones would hold the most books, but I think they were completely surprised by exactly how constricted it had to be. As soon as we finished, they asked if we could do it again. Whilst not only being engaging for students, this activity supports a focus on the development of higher order computational, problem solving and creative thinking skills. The problem solving skills required to find solutions for this activity demonstrate effective curricula and teaching approaches, highlighted by the engagement of students. The hands-on requirement of this task encourages students to access different skill sets, allows higher interest, and promotes collaborative practices. The problem-solving requirements are also linked to analytical thinking and mathematical literacy. My conclusion. In my present educational setting, I have been assisting with the development of STEM and digital technologies through curriculum. As STEM is something that has not had a clear focus or plan within our school, and to ensure that we implement that there is quality assurance and outcome standards, it must make sure that the process is accurate. The plan is to have teachers incorporate STEM activities into their units that they are using now in their classrooms, corresponding with the National STEM School Education Plan, and to have full implementation of the digital technologies curriculum by 2020. Students are extremely curious and impressionable, so instilling an interest at an early age could spark a lasting desire to pursue a career in any of these fields. STEM offers engaging hands-on learning to inspire students to be innovators, thinkers, and inventors. I believe that building a solid STEM foundation through a well-rounded curriculum is the best way to ensure that students are exposed to maths, science, and technology, which will allow them to develop their critical, creative, and collaborative skills and be active 21st century thinkers and digital citizens. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders.